Well, they go together because I had my introduction, my portal into Romania was through Mihaela, and so when I arrived there, it was to launch a book, and essentially everyone I met as part of that trip was in the literary scene. Poets, translators, novelists, playwrights, etc., etc. And so maybe it gave me a false impression in some ways, but it seemed to me that the Romanians, they terrible drivers, but in terms of their literary culture, it's alive and well in a way that is just Australians could not possibly relate to. That was my experience, and as I'm saying, it may have been skewed.
She's a bilingual writer of prose and poetry, an editor and a translator. She holds a Bachelor of English in Power Plants and a Bachelor in Literature and a Master's in Linguistics. Her writing has been published in 5 volumes of poetry and prose in Australian literary magazines, including Zine West, Cordite Poetry and Double Dialogues. Cristescu is Secretary of New Writers Group and serves on the selection team for Zine West. She has edited. She is also an incredible videographer, photographer who makes her own videos of her poetry, some which I think are just such beautiful portraits of the city that we are sitting in, Parramatta. And I'll also add that this year she was also recognised as a finalist for Parramatta Citizen of the Year for her services. Indeed, that night at Mars Hill. And I would like to know, was there something, what was it that compelled you to give your beautiful poetry to this person?
I have some other memory.
Oh, another memory.
Ooh. Yes, I do have another memory. And it was the 9th of October, 2010.
Oh, God.
2010?
Yes. I think that you would be aware of this. So we were at Connex Studios in Parramatta, and it was Zine West competition and the awards on the day. So then Luke won the first prize, and I just won the third prize.
Oh.
So we were in a kind of competition. Yes. We still have photos from the day.
So there is evidence.
Yes.
I don't know if there's any evidence of this Mars Hill.
Yes, we do have. So let me start with something else related to this book, because you asked me about the process.
Yes.
For me, the project started a long time ago. Maybe 3 years and a half ago, when I had the flash of images in front of me. I was not dreaming, I was just awake. And I saw all of us at State Library of New South Wales, as we usually do during Multicultural March, in Dixon Room, as we usually are there. And especially Luke talking to people around him about his journey to Romania. So I knew 3 years ago that it's done. It's completed.
Wow.
The rest was just work.
In the doorway, holding onto the portrait as though it was the lever of the earth. And that evening, I drove home the usual way, and a storm moved over the night, so the moon glowed out behind the thunder like a spill of ink had covered in the stars. And I saw electric spider limbs flashing in the clouds all the way up the mountains, trailing an armada of jack-o'-lantern traffic in the headlights behind me, heading for that black mountain ahead.
Yes, so just a collaboration, yes.
Yes,
and
Luke
sent it to me. Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. And then what about this amazing cover?
Yes, there's a story also.
Yeah, tell me.
So, Luminita Lenuta is one of our dearest friends from Ottawa, Canada, and she's an architect and a visual artist, and she does extraordinary paintings, artistic paintings. So then we had a chat about our new book, a Glovebox of one's own, and I told her a little bit of the story story. And she was very much interested. And then I sent some photos of Luke.
His fall from grace after an absolute blockbuster of his little square brown book. So it's been completely reincarnated in this beautiful redemptive story because of your energy and vision and tenacity and, work that you have put into this. And congratulations, Luke, on this new lease on life that you have through this particular community as well that has embraced you and you've embraced it. Ladies and gents, could you please put your hands together?